Oh, welcome everybody. Welcome. We are on the main account today because we're going to do the new mission. Yay! And today Star Trek Online has dropped some new content.
I have bad news. Under the command of Emperor Crusher, the Other is approaching the Sol system, digitizing any vessels that dare to offer them challenge. We're calling in all available ships to form a defense here, including yours. If this is to be our last stand, I want our best and brightest on the line to meet the enemy in battle.
Perfect. Get some new plasma beams out of it. Have that mission. Star Trek dropped some new content with the new mission that we just got, which I think is supposed to be the last in at least the Terran Gambit story arc, from what my understanding. Also, they dropped the TFO, which we might play that too. I have some negative opinions on the more recent TFOs, just because they've always just been missions from the or parts of missions. At least the TFOs from the end of the Klingon Civil War arc were just parts of the missions. They just kind of cut out like that little bit of it. So we'll see if they did the same thing on the new TFO here. So if there's any mention of the birdcage within the Fujiwhara effect, then we'll know. Because we'll never know. I haven't streamed in a while. I've actually been working on my other account, my free-to-play account. So after the winter event, I had a lot of my Dill characters who had basically reached the end of their life. I've been trying to get them back up to level or leveling a whole bunch of them. So I got like 7 Dill characters leveled up. Though I am finding a little bit of issue with my plan. I've never actually done Jem'Hadar for Dill, and they work out fine because you start out at level 60 and you're about 5 levels away from needing to work or being where you need to be. The only issue I found out was that you don't get enough expertise, which is one of the things you need in order to do your missions, is the expertise. And so I've had to go back on them and do a mission here and there, which is the fastest way to get expertise, because like on this mission here, you get 20,000 expertise. It looks like it's 20,000. General other missions, you can get about 15,000 expertise. In order to do the full every one of these, so there's 13 of them. You need 26,000 expertise per day. And so I've been burning through my expertise pretty quick. So yeah, I've been having to play a couple missions. But like I said, it's not the biggest issue. Just it's either 15-20 minutes running through a mission. But I guess another reason why doing Deal on Jem'Hadar is not the worst thing in the world is because you have to invest in the character anyway. And if you really think about it, if you're doing like a temporal recruit or a delta recruit, which is by far the best characters to do do reputation deal farming, you're gonna have to spend at least 20 hours on those characters anyway, because you're gonna have to get them up to level 60 for the most benefits. So you're still spending the same amount of time. Had I known then, instead of trying to camp around for 20 hours. Though part of the reasons why I camp around for 20 hours is because I can do it. Like for my real life job, I work from home, and my work computer is next to my home computer, and so I can AFK on my home computer while I'm at work. So it just makes it easy that way. But yeah, but enough talking. Let's go ahead and get to the mission. And so now it is the Fujiwhara effect. I had to look this up, by the way. Apparently it's when two storms kind of meet with each other and kind of combine. I believe that's what it was. Come close to there where they create and share a center. Yep, that's what it means. So maybe that's spoilers for what's going to happen on the mission here. Who knows? But probably not a spoiler if they are going to give that out. Hopefully, though, we don't end up playing the Inquisitor. Though, I think the Inquisitor's dead, if I remember right. I don't remember, but... yeah. Sudden nose explosions. Alright. And away we go. Spoilers right there, by the way. What's going on here? Just trying to get an idea of who's over here. Guess since they have the models, might as well use them. I'm saddened by seeing Nog there. So are those the only... I guess there's some named ones along here. Lorel, Jaula.
Good morning. I realize the risk you've all taken in being here to stand at our side in this dark hour. On behalf of Starfleet and the Federation, thank you. The interstellar entity known as the Other is approaching this system as we speak. Conventional methods of engagement have proven futile against the entity, but we have been able to limit the raiding conducted by the Terran fleets accompanying them. Under the guidance of the Terran Emperor, the Other will erase Earth from existence in a matter of hours. Once that happens, they will continue their reign of terror, eliminating the core worlds of every Alliance faction, and anyone else brave enough to stand against them. The time to act, to make a stand, is now. I realize the odds are against us here. We're facing an enemy with a power level unheard of. But there is still hope. We have a plan.
A plan, Admiral? How do you intend to defeat a being of godlike power?
We have established contact with someone who knows the Emperor well. We believe they hold the key to victory in this conflict. We're ready. Energize.
Admiral Quinn is correct. I know the Emperor very well. After all, I am his mother. There have been concerns about my son in the Empire for some time. It was decided that a contingency plan was required. In case he ever lost control. That time has come. For years, I've been working on a means to disrupt his great powers. We need to strike before he is fully merged with that thing. Before he loses the last elements of his humanity. Before he is no longer my son.
Alright, so Case McFadden kind of doing a Russian accent there for a moment. I don't know what was going on with there. A side note here, Jaula has hair now. So if you guys have ever watched the explanation behind why the Klingons had shaved heads in Discovery Season 1, is because that faction of Klingons had shaves their hair when they prepare to go into battle. It was a practice that had not been practiced for a very long time. It's the reason why other Klingons didn't do that in any other storyline, like War for Kern or anyone else. Didn't shave their head before going into battle, but. I like the touch. Their dear artist here for giving Jaula hair. It's the reason why Laurel did not have hair in Season 1 and had hair in Season 2, because they had no longer been in war. So, there we go. Production note is that the Klingons weren't intended to have hair. The backlash made them change their mind, but they did give us an canon reason for that. But nice touch, their artist.
You look like a person with something on their mind. What can I do for you?
Well, let's start with your role in the upcoming operation.
Operation? Interesting choice of words. As a surgeon, I'd say that what we're about to do is very much like an operation on a very specific patient. Only in this case, if we're successful, we'll be saving our lives.
The patient here being your son, the Terran Emperor.
That's right. I've developed a countermeasure to his abilities. It utilizes a variable phase shift delivery system. One that should evade any detection tech or personal defenses he might have in place.
And then?
I'll deploy a cluster of nanotech into his nervous system. It's based on tech provided by our Marshal Janeway. I understand she acquired it from a rather advanced group of cyborgs in the Delta Quadrant. Based on my research, it'll disrupt the parts of Wesley's brain that allow him to use his powers. He'll be human again, and vulnerable to attack. But...
is there a problem?
the countermeasure must be deployed at short range. We'll need to get to him at the core of the other to pull this off. Unfortunately, they have fortified their defense systems. Until we can safely breach those defenses and reach the core, this conversation is moot.
We'll be working on that then.
You'd better work fast. My son might be taking his time getting here, but he won't take forever. If you don't have something by the time he arrives, well, I'm told the digitization process is quick and painless. A rather humane method of execution, all things considered.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that, Doctor. Captain Sean?
I've been in a lot of battles in my time. Far more than I'd like, if I'm honest. I prefer the role of explorer over that of a warrior. But when it comes down to the survival of the Federation, I'll take up that mantle without hesitation. The crew of the Enterprise will fight to their final breath to save as many lives as possible today. Count on it.
Good luck out there, Captain.
Well then, we've heard all the speeches, now it's time to get to work. Are you ready to begin the operation?
Not yet. I want to talk to other people. Jeez. Don't be so antsy. Captain Jarrett?
The Federation has stood with the Romulan people many times. When the homeworld was lost, they were there to help. When we found a new home, they were there as well. New Romulus has not forgotten. Today, we stand ready to honor our alliance and defend the Earth from this new menace.
May the elements guide you, Commander.
In our time of utmost need, the Federation came to the Dominion's aid against the Herc. The Founders will never forget this brave act. Today, in the spirit of that act, we stand ready to defend the Federation's capital world. Today, the credo of the Jem'Hadar is especially profound. For today, victory is life for us all.
Agreed. Kamarke. Where's Corn? Oh, there's Corn.
The Federation stood with the Empire over Kronos when the Undine sent their planet killer to destroy the homeworld. We fought at their side against the Iconians, and we will fight at their side against the Other and the Terrans. It will be a glorious battle. Today is a good day to die.
Glory to you and your house. Kapla!
Well then, we've heard all the speeches, now it's time to get to work. Are you ready to begin the operation?
One to beam up. That Wesley Crusher picture looks weird.
Long-range sensors have picked up the Other at the edge of the system. They're on a direct course to Jupiter. Jupiter Station has a unique holographic defense system in place, but it'll only last so long against the Other and their Terran escorts. I'd like you to deliver a system upgrade module to the station to aid with their defense.
Very well, Admiral.
The Lisette will be leading a task force at Mars. Evacuation has already begun, but they'll need all the time you can buy them at Jupiter. Enterprise will be here, on standby, in case of emergency. Once the evacuations are complete at Jupiter and Mars, you're to fall back to Earth and join the remaining defense fleets.
Understood. We'll depart for Jupiter shortly, Admiral. Archer out.
All hands go to red alert. Repeat, all hands, red alert.
Corrin to fleet. Prepare for battle. Kapla!
This is Dirac. It's time. Best speed to Mars.
Good luck out there. The Other isn't alone. They're bringing a large Terran invasion force along for the ride. I expect they'll do their best to loot and pillage in the wake of the Other's destruction. Do what you can to stop that. But remember, saving lives comes first. Get as many people out of Jupiter as you can.
We will, Captain.
I don't doubt it. Better get moving. Captain Corrin can be a little rough when people are late to a battle.
Helm. Engage to Jupiter.
You have arrived. Good. The enemy is approaching at high speed, and we have little time to prepare for battle. Deliver the defense upgrade to Jupiter Station at once. After that, evacuation efforts will commence. Defend the station and the evac ships when that happens.
Very well, Captain. Fight with honor.
Power energy field detected. They're here!
Oh boy.
Terran ships warping in near Projector Station Alpha. Another way!
you doing all the way out there for? Crap, Jupiter's going. Oh, you know how much that would mess up the,
The briefings to see the power of the other firsthand is disturbing. In moments, we lost the Borderskew, Jupiter Station, even Jupiter itself.
Indeed.
The Terran in me hates to run from a fight, but we don't have a chance against that monster. We need to fall back to Mars.
Not yet. Gotta clean up my trash. So, did they just kill off Korn? The Borderskew is her ship.
The briefings are one thing, but to see the power of the
Indeed.
other firsthand. The Terran in me hates to run from a fight, but we don't have a chance against that monster. We need to fall back to Mars.
Helm. Fall back to Mars.
The battle at Jupiter Station barely slowed the invaders down. The other could attack here at any moment.
We'll do what we can to help.
Join us in transporting civilians from Mars and delivering them to the evacuation fleet in orbit. We'll conduct evac operations as long as we're able, and protect the transports from Terran attack.
Understood, Commander. This is,
Take the refugees to the transports by the station. They'll carry them to safety.
this is, this is the Mars mission.
More Terran ships inbound. Keep picking up those refugees. Four shields failing.
No! I could save them! Apparently not. Stop attacking me.
Four shields failing. Rear shields failing. Right shields failing. Left shields failing.
I wonder if there's an accolade for stop attacking me.
You didn't think I'd miss this party, did you? I'm back! And I brought Terrence that don't want to shoot you. Well, today anyway. Remember, we're not fighting here. Fighting not. Maximum power to shield. Now!
Alright, so now they killed Jarok. Okay.
And just like that, Mars has fallen. Destruction and battle. A fitting end for a world named after a god of war.
We did all we could here, Doctor. At least the Lysis went out fighting.
The Lisette went out fighting. It'd be suicide if we did the same. It's time to retreat to Earth while you're still able.
Helm, fall back to Earth.
This might be our last stand. The science teams are still working on a way to reach the core of the other, but none of their efforts have been successful. We've transported as many as we can to safety, but at this point, a full evacuation is impossible.
We'll buy the evac teams as much time as we can, Captain.
Glad to hear it. Every minute means more lives saved. Before you go, there's something I'd like to say. We're with you to the end. If we don't make it out of this, well, it's been an honor.
Honor is mine, Captain. Good luck.
Enterprise and fleet, defend Earth at all costs. Buy as much time for evacuation as you can. John out.
Here we go! Once more, under the breach!
Target's in the Earth.
Shields at maximum. All hands, brace for impact.
It will not be enough, Admiral.
Today is a good day to die.
Perhaps not, Chancellor.
Tactical, report. What just happened? Sir, there's another one. It's V'ger.
Interesting.
We came as soon as possible. V'ger will engage the other in battle, allowing you to focus on the Terran fleet.
We need the means to bypass the other's defense shields.
Understood. I will begin work on that at once. Protect your allies from the Terrans while I do.
Work fast. Time is not on our side. Archer, out.
Feature? The game's afoot, eh? So...
Assault the other. No map
Future
icon.
is keeping the other engaged in battle. With my aid, you will now be able to breach their defenses and enter the interior of the other.
At last.
We need to move quickly. The sooner we make it to Wes and deploy the countermeasure, the better. Every minute we delay gives that mind of his time to figure out what we're up to and how to stop us. So, are you ready?
Engage.
All right, we made it in, but we won't be here for long if we don't take out some of the other's critical systems.
Agreed.
Let's work with Ilea to isolate a number of those systems. We'll divide and conquer here. You and the Defiant will tackle one set of targets, while Sean and I will handle the others. Care to place a wager on which group finishes first?
Stay focused, Admiral. We got work to do. Archer, out.
All right, let's get this over with.
Teaming up with my doppelganger.
Stay sharp. Pilots for everything they have.
The nodules are critical engine components. Disable them to reduce energy generation and flow.
Disrupting the other's power system buys more time.
First 6 nodules disabled, moving to the next set.
We're encountering quite a bit of resistance down here. Nothing we can't handle, though. Acknowledged. We're moving on too.
Scan that huge spherical section.
It is used to generate plasma bolts. Your weapons are not strong enough to damage it.
Patriotism is dying for the Empire. Not the Emperor.
What are those large pylons? They seem related to the plasma bolts that the other
They are part of the bomb launcher system. Disable them, and the other will not be able to fire again.
How did you disable these pylons?
Use the virus that I did. Fight.
Taking some heavy fire here, Lita.
Worry about the virus, Captain. I'll worry about the ships.
What can you tell us about these huge pylons? They must be...
So slow. trying to remember.
Sean, your damage output is up. One
We're doing fine. Try not to fly your power grid showing off the other.
Live and die for the Emperor. Terrans to the end.
The Emperor lost his way. Once, I would have died trying. No more.
Terran Fleet, this is Captain Sean of USS Enterprise. Stand down. This isn't a fight to win.
So you don't think they'll surrender?
Stranger things have happened. We're fighting together for once.
Those nodules.
The nodules control a force field over the mouth of the vessel. Disable their shields, then destroy them.
Moving to engage the shield generators.
Acknowledged. Once they're down, moving to the rendezvous point.
Don't know which one I'm disabling here.
And we're done here. Heading to the rendezvous point. Try not to fall behind.
Everything's a game to you, isn't it?
Of course. And you should know, I'm always.
He didn't win against the Paul Braves, so or not the Paul Braves, but the Emperor. With the power of the Paul Braves, so.
Approaching rendezvous coordinates now. Allied ships on sensors.
Well, here's where it gets really interesting. Time to enter the belly of the beast.
Look, that ship. It's a smaller version of the other.
Smaller, yes. But also it can't take much more. Keep it up.
Nice shooting, everyone. The Inquisitor and I will cover you out here. The rest is up to you.
I'm not going to mention what that looks like, by the way. I'm sure people know. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then you don't need to know.
True. Let's hope there's still enough of Wesley that's human in there, and that he can be dealt with. I see no reason to wait, do you? Let's beam down and get this over with.
5 to beam down.
say I'm thrilled to be in here again. The list of people who have come here and survived to tell the tale is pretty short. Naturally, my name's on the top of that list. A dubious honor, to be sure.
Focus, Admiral.
Right. We'll need to make our way to the core area, across a number of artificial islands, like this one. Expect attacks from security drones. And whatever else the Emperor might have dreamed up since last time I was here.
Understood. Ready weapons, move out.
I'm detecting a strange anomaly ahead. Let's go examine it.
There you are, Wesley.
Another strong son of the Empire, Doctor. Congratulations.
Thank you. He's going to do great things one day.
I have the results of the med scans you requested as well.
His neural capacity, cognitive ability, they're amazing.
You realize we must report these findings to Section 31, yes?
No. Unless you want your affair with the Vulcan exposed as well.
No. I do not, Doctor.
Then we have an understanding. You're dismissed. Don't you worry, Wesley. I won't allow my son to be a lab rat, dissected by some Section 31 butcher. I'll do everything I can to protect you. Always.
What? What are you doing?
What the hell was that? Is this thing hologram?
Shoot first. Answers later.
Beverly.
I think that projection was from one of Wesley's early memories. Perhaps the earliest. I remember it like it was yesterday. The moment I knew Wesley was special, even as an infant. It was also the moment I knew I had to keep his gifts a secret.
Why would he show that to us?
I'm not sure. It could be his subconscious at work, going over pivotal events in his life before now. He might be using them as an anchor to avoid losing his sense of self, his identity.
If you see any details that can help us, Doctor, let us know. Let's keep going. Need to rewatch that again.
Things have taken a turn for the strange around here. And that's saying something.
I'm detecting another memory engram on this island. I can't help but wonder.
Jellicoe's asked me to serve on the Enterprise, and I've accepted the offer.
The new flagship? That's great, Mom.
He assured me that you'll be allowed on board, but you'll need to maintain your ruse, son.
What? No! Mom, I'm tired of hiding what I can do.
Wes, if Jellicoe knew about your gifts, he'd exploit them. And if he saw you as a threat, he'd have you killed. You need to be patient, son. Jellicoe is weak. It won't be long until he's replaced.
Yes. You're right. Of course.
Soon, you'll be able to show the Empire what you're made of, son. Your future, our future, will be limitless.
Stay out of my mind!
Well, someone.
Somebody has some mommy issues.
Sergeant Snake could have been the end. For me and Wesley.
Clearly you survived. How?
Captain Jellicoe made an enemy of Jean-Luc Picard. Few do that and live to tell the tale, and he was not one of the few. Once Jellicoe was out of the way, Wes and I were able to join Picard and serve the Empire with distinction aboard the Empress.
I see. Good moment for you both. Jellicoe, not so much. Let's move out.
These memories we're finding could be some attempt at communication. But why?
There's one here, too. Ready for another trip down memory lane?
Wesley, how? You were on the Enterprise in deep space and now you're here? On Terra?
Something's happened, Mom. Something incredible.
Tell me, what happened?
We found something, Mom. Or rather, someone. A being of great power. Power that belongs to me now.
What kind of power exactly?
Power over time and space. The power to travel great distances in the blink of an eye. And more.
This is the moment you've been waiting for, son. Not even the Emperor can stand against such power.
Yeah, about that. I think the Emperor has been sitting in my chair long enough, don't you? It's time to do something about that.
Ah! I will end you for this!
Uh-oh. Gotta clean up the trash.
Ah, yes. The day West decided to take the Imperial throne for himself. I remember it well. With the powers he took from the Traveler, he was practically unstoppable. He made surgical strikes throughout the upper echelon of the Empire. One by one, he eliminated all of the Emperor's key allies. No one could stop him, not even the Emperor.
Another pivotal moment for him. And you?
Very much so. At the time, I was filled with pride and ambition. To be the mother of the Emperor, to have that level of power and influence, it was a little intoxicating, to be honest. It wasn't until later that I realized what that level of power could do to a person.
Indeed. We should keep moving.
I think the other is trying to tell us something. It's important.
Could be a little clearer. These visions are getting on my nerves.
Every problem is solved with a phaser and a smirk, Lita.
Thank you for seeing me, Majesty.
Mom, it's me. No need for formalities here.
As you wish.
Oh, I've seen that look before. That's the son we need to talk look. Okay. What's on your mind?
Wes, this new plan of yours.
What about it?
It's reckless. You've gone too far this time.
And? And what if I have? What then?
You are powerful, son, but you're not invincible. There are still ways to kill you.
Is that a threat I'm hearing, Mom?
This is Terra, son. No one is above the Empire, not even the Emperor.
I am the Empire, Mother. Planets burn at my command. No one is above me. No one. Perhaps you need some time alone to realize this. Guards! Escort my mother to the Inquisitor.
Don't do this, son.
Enough! Take her away now!
Get out of my head! Now!
To answer your question, Mine, this is PC. The update just released today. I believe console players will get this in a couple months.
To this day, I'm surprised he didn't kill me for that. He's killed people for a lot less, believe me.
Instead, he had you incarcerated.
He might regret that soon. By that point, he'd made enough people in high places nervous. Nervous enough to facilitate my research, even in prison. And now, we have the countermeasure, which could lead to his death. As a doctor, and his mother. That's something I don't want to happen. I want to bring him back from all this, save his life, not end it.
We'll do what we can.
I understand. Ending his life might be necessary, but as a former leader of the Empire once said, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one. In the end, I'll do what I have to do. You have my word.
Understood, Doctor. Yeah, so I am currently on PC.
Looks like this leads to the center.
And it's a long one. Time to stretch our legs.
Yeah, console updates sometime in March, I believe.
I heard what you said back there. Are you sure you can end him? If it comes down to that.
I gave my word. That should be enough for you, Admiral. If he's gone too far to save, I'll do it. I'll do my duty as a Terran officer and as a mother.
I will summon nodes from Vija to disrupt the connection between the Emperor and the other. You will need to activate them when they arrive.
Understood. Doctor, is the countermeasure ready?
It's ready. Once we've separated Wesley from the other, we'll need to introduce the countermeasure. There's a problem, however.
What is it?
I'm reading an unusually high energy field in here. 12th power level. The countermeasure will fail in that environment. Those pylons are giving me an idea, though. We may be able to utilize them to reduce the power level and enable the countermeasure successfully.
We'll keep that in mind, Doctor. Let's get it done.
There he is. Let's do this.
No. Wesley. Are we too late? Are you too far gone to save?
You came here to save me. Me! You're the only people here that need saving. I'm impressed you made it this far, Mom. Well done. Seriously though, do you really think you're going to talk me out of this?
We'll do what we have to. Talking step one.
It's the first and last step for you. Once I've digitized V'ger, I'll do the same to that pathetic reflection of Terra out there. But you and your friends won't be around to see that. This is just another chapter in the book of my life, but for you, this is your grand finale, and it's not gonna be a happy ending, I assure you.
Right. Step two, then.
We must disrupt the merging of the Emperor and the other.
doing the right thing here, but you really aren't.
You need to stop this, Wesley, while you still can.
I'm the one who's the necessary.
Oh, well, that went well.
One more somewhere. Hide him up here somewhere? I see them. So he is destroying them while I try to undo them. More. A little more.
Upload the data at each tower. If I'm right, the other will deploy the countermeasure and remove Wesley's powers.
You stopped the murder, but you're still no match for me. No match at all. All I have to do is wipe you out and start the murder. Easy. Then I'll have all the time I need to do what must be done.
Thank you.
Wesley's defenses are weakened. There's no choice. Open fire!
That's more like it!
That's the place you want to be now. He's on my nerves. Yet, there you are.
We need to upload more countermeasure data.
Alright. Stowe has really gone for the MMO raid boss type style. I am not complaining, to be honest with you.
I can't move! I need help!
Spare your life, Bob, but I won't let you interfere here either.
one more set of towers. Keep going!
So much for trying to protect me, Mom. Good job.
Wes, you're forcing me to make a terrible choice here. Don't make me kill you.
They extremely belittled Wesley in this.
No! Mom! Come on, wake up. Wake up. Don't do this to me, Mom. Please, Mom. Please wake up. I didn't mean to. It's this thing, Mom. It's the other. I did it. It wasn't me.
No. Wes, it was.
Mom.
It was you, but you lost control of it and yourself.
Mom, I'm so sorry. I didn't think it would go this far.
It's over now, son. It's over.
Seeker. It is over. Vija and Seeker are restoring all that was digitized before.
Thank you for that. What happens now to Wesley and Seeger?
They will join Vija and myself on our journey. Together, we will teach them, help them to grow beyond their destructive natures. In a way, we shall become a family.
A very powerful and potentially dangerous family.
We understand your concerns, but we are not ready to end their lives when the chance to heal them exists. Long ago, the crew of the Enterprise trusted Vija and myself to do the right thing here, above the Earth. We are asking you to do the same now.
You've risked a lot for us. We'll trust you to help them, as you helped us.
It's time, Mom. I wish it didn't have to end this way, but I think V'ger and Aliyah are taking Seeker and me to a better place. A new frontier, beyond this universe. I've had enough of ruling an empire. I think I'm gonna like being an explorer.
I think it's something you've always wanted to do, but the cruel reality of the Empire kept you from it. Now's your chance. Make the most of it. And remember that no matter where you are, you have a proud mother that loves you very much. Always.
I love you too, Mom. Always.
It's been a long day. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to leave this place and find a very strong drink. Ready to beam out?
6 to beam out. That's a good shot of my ship. Looks like a Borg ship. Looks like a Unimatrix. Interesting. Corin.
It was an interesting day. A glorious battle, worthy of song. And then, a flash of light. I thought I was to meet the honored dead in Stovacor. But it was not to be.
There'll be other battles, Captain.
Ha! There will indeed. Still, if that was the end for me, it would have been a good death. To die in battle against a god, defiant to the end, teeth bared, and a warrior's cry filling the air. It would have been glorious!
Kaplop! Captain Sean.
I can't help but wonder what Captain Kirk and the crew of his Enterprise would think of today's events. They had run-ins with cosmic entities and the Terran Empire, too.
I think they would have approved of this outcome, Captain.
I think you're right. A lot has changed since their time, but the Federation remains. It'll be nice to return to the role of explorer again. A role they boldly pursued.
Indeed. Till next time, Captain. Commander Jarek.
It is a curious thing what happened at Mars. Digitization. To be in the midst of combat, and then suddenly, nothing. It was painless. Almost peaceful. We experienced nothing in our time away. For us, it seemed like no time had passed at all.
Fascinating.
After such an event, I look forward to more mundane pursuits. I believe I prefer threats like the Tal Shiar and the Syndicate over mad demigods, don't you?
I believe I do, Commander. Farewell. Commander DeSoto.
For you, this operation is over. But for me, the work's just getting started.
How so, Commander?
Think about it. The Imperial Terran throne is vacant. The Mirror Universe is going to be a war zone until someone manages to rise above the din and take the crown. I'll be working with Ray Yeet to find out who takes the throne and what they plan to do with it once it's theirs.
Little issue. His rank here is Lieutenant Commander, and here it's Commander. I think they're using an old model. Sounds like you have your workout out. Okay. There's another issue there. Sounds like your work is cut out for you. Good luck, Commander. Now, I'm pretty sure that's not a C. Crusher.
There you are. I wanted to thank you for sparing Wesley's life. Others in your position might not have, especially in the heat of battle, so thank you.
You're welcome, Doctor.
Now, he's off to explore the universe with his new family. I suppose that was the best outcome, but I hope he doesn't forget his original family in the process.
I don't believe he will, Doctor. I think you'll see him again someday. Admiral Lita.
These last few days are going to make for a very interesting chapter in my memoir, let me tell you. I'll be sure my biographer frames you in a good light, despite you being from, well, this universe.
Most gracious of you, Admiral.
I'll be sure everyone gets their due. Believe me. You, the Inquisitor, Ilea, even old Painway herself.
Where is the Marshal anyway?
Hard to say. Probably back on Voyager, fuming over not getting to kill Tilly. Not saying I rubbed it in or anything, but she's a little bit salty about that. If I were the Inquisitor, I'd keep my head on a swivel for a while.
I suspect she'll get over it in time. Inquisitor. Sorry, Inquisitor. I think I look better.
This has been an interesting experience, Doppelganger. I'll not soon forget it. Or you.
Meet another version of yourself as a singular experience.
That's putting it mildly. You earned my respect today, but understand that next time we meet, it will most likely be as enemies. Perhaps one day we'll find out which of us is superior, and which is the reflection.
Perhaps we will. Till then, Inquisitor.
The Federation, indeed the entire Alliance, owes you a debt of gratitude today. Thank you for your service.
You're welcome, Admiral.
I'll let you get back to it then. You're cleared for departure whenever you're ready.
One to beam up.
So, how does the crown look? Too much? Or not enough?
You wear it well. I hope you didn't bring me here to talk about fashion.
Oh, no, no. You and I have much more important things to discuss.
Then let's get to work, Empress.
Alright. So they either continue the Terran story, except they add Borg, or the Borg are...
was far too close for comfort. We're fortunate Ilea and V'ger arrived when they did. I can't say I'm entirely comfortable with leaving the Emperor's fate in their hands, but under the circumstances, I don't think we were given a better alternative. One thing's for certain. The Terrans are without an Emperor. Whoever fills that void could be more trouble for us than Crusher was. If they give us more trouble, I know I can count on you to deal with it.
So they're either going to bring back the Borg as a more dangerous enemy, which I would say is a complaint about the Borg, but that's partially because the Borg was basically bad guy number one ever since the game came out. That's the reason why the old old tutorials had the Borg as the enemies. It was intended to build the Borg up, and then just over time, the Borg storyline became less and less of an issue, and then they kind of just now have just become a nuisance that likes to take away shields. But I mean, maybe there'll be a significant change to the Borg here coming soon. All right, so. Kind of curious about this. Do you have an option? You do have an option. Level appropriate. Alright, so arrays, duels, and torpedo. Go ahead. Put this here. Put this here. The rest of this is trash, I believe. New box? It is a new box. Trash. Food. So now server's being a little slow right now, and it makes sense with with the new content drop. So that took an hour, probably about an hour to do the mission. Probably took about an hour to do the mission. Because I did a little bit of talking before I started playing it. Probably goes a lot faster if you're just skipping through conversations instead of listening to every one of them. Though the whole ground thing seemed to be time consuming. Alright. I don't use plasmas on this character, so we are going to put this in the bank for another character. This is a phaser-based character. Put the food in the bank too. Trying to remember. Yeah. I do. Gotta feed my hungry tribbles. Alright. So now there should be 2 new TFOs, so that's what I'm interested in playing now. I think, right? No. Let's go and do the patrol. We're gonna do the patrols real quick. And then we'll finish it off with the TFO.
In our mission to the Mirror Universe, the Khonshu was heavily damaged in battle at the Izar system. We barely managed to escape with our lives. Eventually, with the help of the Coalition, we were able to make repairs and return to action. Today, we'll use this simulation to explore a different outcome. How would you make a difference in that scenario? Let's find out, shall we?
Begin this scenario, Commander.
The Khonshus suffered significant damage. Weapons and shields are out, main power has just failed, hull integrity is critical. It's a miracle the cloak's working, but it's taking too much power. At the rate we're going, it could fail at any time.
Understood. Recommendations?
My chief engineer thinks we can mine the nearby asteroids for metalloid compounds. With those, we can make some hull plating and deal with our structural integrity problems. We need you to break up the asteroids, find any usable ore, and bring it back to us. We'll handle it from there.
We're on it, Commander. Archer out.
Once you bring the asteroids to smaller chunks, use your tractor to pull them over here. Okay. Get close to that ore-rich chunk and bring it over to the Khonshu.
Alright. Alright. Did it stop and not bring it all the way over?
Remember, not to go further than 5 kilometers from the shard, or you'll lose tractor lock. Great. Now just use your transporters to send that ore over to us.
What have we here? Looks like some lovely salvage for the taking.
Please don't do this. Making a very bad mistake. trying to measure to see if see what speed I can go at. Looked like at 75% it was still gaining distance.
Nice work out there. I doubt the Orions will come back for more. Too much risk, not enough reward.
Agreed. What's your status, Commander?
Well, the good news is that hull repairs are underway. The bad news, our injector manifolds are shot, and we can't repair all of them. Fortunately, Terran technology is close to our own. If we can disable one of their ships, say a cruiser or larger, we can borrow some of their injectors and make repairs.
Go on.
Looks like all of the activity out here has drawn the attention of a Terran patrol. They're inbound to our position at high warp. Let's give them a nice prime universe welcome when they arrive.
Red alert. All hands. Battle stations.
Excellent. We should have the mains up in no time. Uh-oh. Got to be kidding. More terrorists? Surrender, blind skill man.
Coalition forces, targeting Terran missiles, fire at will. Well, looks like you're a long way from home, strangers.
To put it mildly, yes.
Pretty clear you're no friends of the Terran Empire, which makes you friends of ours. Come with us. I think you want to have a word with our boss.
Very well. Lead the way.
In reality, things were a lot worse for us back then. For example, we hid in the asteroid field to evade detection by that Terran patrol. They got into a scrap with the Orions instead of us, and we were able to salvage what we needed to move on from the wreckage afterward.
Understood.
Bottom line, you never know how things will go sideways when you're out there. Being able to identify all viable options while under pressure is often the difference between life and death for a starship captain. Based on what I saw here, you've learned that lesson well. That's all for today.
Alright. So the next one is ground. I like that one. I wouldn't say that was be my preferred TFO. Or not TFO, but patrol. Current system is still a better patrol, in my opinion, but it's all relative. Is this going to be an ongoing, like... that's not what I want to click on. That's also not what I want to click on. Did this get added to the patrol list? Delta. It is in the patrol list. Huh. Well, that means there's an easier way to kill Borg. The mission I've been using to kill Borg for endeavors is is simulation, but you have to go through the space combat before you can start killing Borg. The other one is the one right before that, the Gathering Darkness, which is also good for killing Borg. The problem is that again, space combat in the beginning. So I'm just gonna go through this way since I know it's here. Let's kill some Borg. I'm actually happy they have a full Borg patrol. That's such a... That does not look like Will Wheaton. And if you're joining, we've already gone through the Fujiwhara effect. Now I'm just going through the patrols and the TFOs for the new mission. If you do like what you see, go ahead and give me a like. If you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You will be notified when I stream again. I do appreciate the support.
You've arrived. Good. Forgive me if I skip the pleasantries. I've been shot, and a lot of my crew have been turned into Borg drones. All thanks to one person, Marshal Catherine Janeway.
Marshal Janeway?
Yes, the Terran Empire. In addition to being utterly ruthless and dangerous, she apparently can assimilate people and turn them into Borg drones under her control. We've managed to trap Janeway on this deck. For now. There are a lot of her minions between you and her. You'll need to deal with them first.
And the Marshal?
A Terran officer of her rank is a high priority capture. Starfleet intelligence wants her taken alive, if possible. She has a lot to answer for. We've lost a lot of good people here.
Understood, Commander. We'll deal with the Marshal.
Janeway's trapped in Transporter Room 1. Go get her!
Apparently it got a new,
Heads up! Incoming hostile! Damn! Just partial transporter out. Sight to sight on.
Questions. What happens if the tardigrade gets simulated? That's not going to happen, Commander.
Glad to hear it. I'll beam your team to the shuttle bay she's in. Stand on the transporter pad when you're ready.
Understood, Commander. Are there any remaining drones?
Impressive work. Starfleet intelligence is on the way to have a word with the Martians, along with Admiral Janeway on board the Voyager. Somehow, I'm feeling they won't be talking about coffee or swapping old war stories.
Not likely.
Duty calls, I'm afraid. I need to make sure our esteemed guest stays put in the brig until intel gets here. Thanks again for the help here today. I owe you one. We can beam you back to your ship when you're ready.
Perfect. 5 to beam up. So that happens in between missions. That would have been after Firewall, before Redshift. And then the other patrol is also after Firewall, but before Redshift. Or maybe after Redshift. I don't remember when the Khonshu gets lost. It's been a while since I played that mission, which is a downside of only getting a mission every 4 months. Alright. Last thing to do is to play TFO. So we are going to do the birdcage. I will probably not be able to do the full opening thing because generally you don't get enough time, so
We have located a high priority target for extraction. Dr. Beverly Crusher of the Terran Empire.
continue.
Yes, she is the mother of the Terran Emperor, and also has critical information that can allow us to defeat her. As a result, this operation has been sanctioned by all participating parties.
What's the mission perimeters?
We'll make our way to the op station within general population. From there, we can access their prisoner database and find out where her cell is. Once we have located Dr. Crusher, we will exfiltrate her back to the runabout and make our escape.
Understood, Inquisitor.
This is DeSoto. We're on a covert comm link, so act natural. Our intel says there's several Coalition prisoners in that facility. Release them if you can. Also, there are extensive R&D labs on site. Extract any valuable data from those if you get the chance. We may not get another opportunity like this.
Wait a second.
DeSoto out.
That's the Inquisitor.
Acknowledge.
We've been made. Time to go in loud.
Initiate lockdown protocols. Alert Warden Safe.
The doors will be locked throughout the prison. Use the override codes I gave you to get the doors open. We're in, and we've got a welcoming committee.
Risky of you to come here. Risky, but unexpected response. Wake Gemini Squad and have them meet me in my lab.
This door will take us towards C, general population. Watch out! They're being
Oh, okay, now I understand. The Inquisitor is
Get ready for a fight.
the person who's the group
And the
leader.
upper levels. Target the force field controls to drop the field.
The force field control. Are there ways up there?
Once we get inside the control center, we can shut down the force fields on the upper levels. Then we can head upstairs and access the prisoner database in the control center to locate Dr. Crusher. There's the main force field controls. Use them to turn off the fields for the control center. Damn, they locked us out from above. We need to improvise. Knock out power to this war at that console. Computers will switch over to auxiliary power.
I have absolutely no clue what's going on because are there stairs up? There are stairs up.
Obey any and all commands from guards. Disobedience will be rewarded with pain.
Of course, all the cell doors will open as well. Nothing like a little prison light to distract the guards. Let's get upstairs to the command center on level 2.
This is the warden. The terrorists have released the prisoners in Tin Pop. All available units respond immediately.
So,
I need you to cover me. I need you ready to override any lockout security thrown to my way. Override the security lockout on that console.
I am learning this on the fly, and oh, there's a blue prisoner.
Override the security lockout on that console.
Okay, now that I know what they look like. You
Override the security
look
lockout
like
on that
you.
console. Good job. I'm back in.
One more.
I've been locked out again. Get on that console to override. That's it. Almost there.
There's a blue one back there. Hello. Would you like to be let free? There you go.
Got it. She's in Ward D. Isolation. Let's go. They might be onto us. Be prepared for anything.
There they are. Open fire.
Damn, that's a big gun.
Red. Running a little bit behind, that's okay. Well, there's a lot of security escorts here. Random, the Inquisitor.
Dr. Crusher is in cell block 3. Use those controls to extend the bridge. her cell. Let's get it open and get her out of here. Dr. Crusher, let's go.
No, don't end. I want to get whatever the achievement or whatever is.
And I'll do the rest.
Is that absolutely necessary, Doctor?
Yes, I need that data. It's worth the risk.
Very well. Let's get the Doctor to her precious data.
Move! Have a change of heart, Inquisitor? It's not likely to commit treason.
Didn't I already release you?
More exocomps beaming in.
Alright. That's a lot of effort to do the optional on this. That's a lot of effort. Too much effort, to be honest. The security escorts all over the place. That's hilarious.
Contact, right!
There's the main database console. Inquisitor, you're with me.
Clear the room and watch for snipers. Let's look
Extend the bridges to the data storage vaults. I'll call out for the data fragments. Once you acquire a data fragment, bring it back to me. Once I have all the fragments, they'll cut my access to the databases. Here's the first data set. Data Vault 2, now! Data Vault 5! Data Vault 4, go!
Exocomps, really? You've been so helpful to me up to this point.
Excellent fight. I knew we could count on you.
This is a very long TFO, by the way.
Looks like you found something worth hiding.
They're doing missions, so... Nothing shiny in here? No. Anything shiny in here? No. Oh no, well, we already got all that, so it's just
First data set complete. Here's the second set. Data Vault 2, now! Data Vault 5! Data Vault 1.
Flanking damage
Wait.
For your safety and the safety of others, yourself.
Second dataset complete. Here's the last event. Hit Data Vault 3.
Alright, someone's already got
Data
that
Vault
one.
1. Data Vault 4. Go!
Obey all commands from God.
I'll admit, this one seems kind of more like a mission that you have to do with a group. Except for probably no
You've collected a
space
data
combat.
fragment. Bring it back to me.
Obey all commands from God. Disobedience will be rewarded with
Data fragments received and assembled. It's all ours.
You heard the doctor. We're done here. Let's go.
One
Yeah.
last thing, and done!
What? What have you done?
Why, Warden Sick. We cross.
I left a parting gift for my duration.
Search. Backups. Oh God! Brother of the Emperor or not, I'll kill you for this!
Was pissing off the warden really necessary, Doctor?
Oh, it was very necessary. Trust me.
I see. He does have a certain notoriety. Even for a terror.
He's a monster. Destroying his work was the least I could do.
Not so fast, terrorist! You won't get away that easily. Jackson, done! Report! Yes, dear. This is Johnson. This is your final test, men. Kill them. Kill them all! Jackson, I'll set him up. I'll knock him down.
Not impossible.
I've been certain but Admiral Lee can be very persuasive. She made the right call. This operation would have failed without you. Now that Dr. Crusher and her Project Beta are in our hands, we might have a fighting chance against the Emperor and its monster. I'll take those odds.
How'd we do? Huh. 124, so just kind of curious. 200 marks? Wow, that's a lot of marks.
I had concerns about working with you, but Emeralina can be very persuasive. She made the right call. I had concerns.
Because the other person left. Alright. Alright, so that is all of the new content. My first thoughts are, at least on the initial, I like the mission. I mean, the mission seems fun. the patrols, at least the patrols weren't versions of the missions as I thought they might be from before. It seemed to be a thing that they did more than a few times before that. The birdcage almost seems like it started out as a mission, but then they decided just to turn it into a TFO. Though the boss fight at the end of it was kind of fun. Besides that, everything was pretty interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see where the story goes from here. And we probably won't find out, I don't know, probably another 4 months from now on where they're going with the story. It doesn't sound like we're finished with the Terran story as a whole. So I don't know if they're going to, like I said before, do like a Borg storyline. Are they going to do like a Terran Borg storyline? With Marshall Janeway as the head of the Borg Queen. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where they go from here. But I am going to go now. At least for a little bit. I'm actually gonna go do my daily rotation of stuff. But if you have been watching, thank you for watching. If you do like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button. If you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when I stream again. I do appreciate you joining us, and hope you have a good day.